Hey, thanks for buying one of my worlds. So to get started, obviously download the files from Gumroad, and the only other things you'll need is WinRAR and Unity Hub. If you don't have either of those installed, I'll have them linked below. There will be a tutorial for how to install Unity Hub and the correct version of Unity, which is 2022.3.22 F1. So once you have all of those, we can get started. So you're going to left click this, then right click, go down to WinRAR, and extract files to the folder name, in this case Midnight Groove v1.0. And that'll just take a sec to finish. Alright, once that's done, you can delete this or put it off to the side. And this is the folder we actually want to use, but we're going to go one in. This is the actual project folder. So in this case, I'm just going to rename it to tutorial, and then you can drag it out. You can then delete this empty folder. So we're going to go to Unity Hub, hit this drop down beside add project from disk. Go to your desktop where you have this saved, click on it, add project, and then just open it. This will take quite some time to actually open fully, and you'll be in the incorrect scene, but I'll just fast forward till we're at that point, and then I'll show you what to do. Alright, once that's done, you'll be met with a blank default VRC world scene, and to get out of that, we're just going to go down to the scenes folder here, double click that, and double click on the Midnight Groove scene. And there we go. Now that's looking better. So from here, you can make any edits or changes you want. I'm going to focus on showing you how to get it uploaded first, and then we can go through some of the changes you can make, like how to change the background music and the art for the record player. So to get it uploaded, all we need to do first, go to the SDK, show control panel. You'll have to log in here. Mine's signed in for me already. Then go to the Builder tab. Here you're going to pick a name. So I'm going to do Midnight Groove Tutorial, and this is where you can kind of change any other settings you want. You can pick a new thumbnail, so you could either use the one I've provided down here, or you can capture a new one from scene. So I'll do that. We can go grab this little bee cat here for this one. Perfect. And once that's done, we want it on Windows, and just hit this box and build and upload. This will take a sec to finish. I'm just going to fast forward this while we do that. Alright, perfect. So that's all you need to do for the PC version. And before we switch it over to Quest, I guess let's cover some of the edits you can make, just because you'd want to do that first before switching over to Quest probably. So the biggest one, all the pictures, you can find those in this _pictures folder. Each one has a corresponding material, I think. I might have reused one or two of them, but you can swap any of these out for any of them. The UVs should line up fairly the same. And for the record player, so you can just click on it. It's right here inside the MISC folder. So this is where you would want to import a different audio file. You drag that here, that's how you change what the background music of the world would be. And that will also affect over here. That's already set up to be toggled by here as well, and the volume slider will work still. And for the art for the record, and for here, the dust jacket first, that one I made myself, and if we just select this material, it'll be inside the FBX folder, inside record player, and then here is where we've got textures for the record. This is where the art is. So for all of those, just go to the materials folder. The art you can swap out for a different one, and you'll want to play around with the tiling. And then if it's not lining up right, you can change the offset on the X and Y. Basically just move them around until you're happy with it. For the cover art, as long as it's a square album art, you can just drop it right in and it should update on here fine. And I think that's pretty much it. If you want to turn this off, you can just click on it and disable there. And avatars, if you want to use them, here is the toggle for the pedestals. You can leave that off by default because this is also in an off state. I don't know how to set up avatar pedestals. I'm assuming if you make avatars you do, so that's all up to you. If you don't want them, you can delete that and just click on. Okay, that's not going to work. So go to UI, go to avitoggle, delete that if you don't want it. So then, to switch to Quest, we're going to go up to the control panel again, hit this Windows drop down, and switch it to Android. Hit confirm, and now we're going to wait for a while again, so I'll fast forward that as well. Okay, once that's finally done, first thing you'll notice is the lighting looks really messed up. But luckily there is a very simple way to fix this, so we're just going to go back to our assets folder. Oh, never mind, it's still compiling something. Okay, so now we're in the assets folder. We're going to go to Bakery Light Maps, and we're going to hold shift and highlight both of these. All we got to do is switch from normal quality compression to none, and hit apply. These won't even change, it'll show that they're a bigger file size. I don't believe it actually changes it for the Quest upload. But when you do switch to the PC version again, you'll want to switch the compression back to normal quality for these. Perfect, so now that was fine, and last thing we need to do, just go back to the SDK, builder, check this, and build an upload. And that'll also take a while, but that's pretty much it for this video, because we don't have to deal with switching blueprint IDs or anything, because this is all just within one project. And once you're done with the Quest version, if you want to go back to PC, it would just be from the same little box up here that says Android now, switch that back to Windows, and wait for that back in the PC version. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for this. Thanks again for purchasing my world, and I'll see you guys in the next one.